You ever notice how the moment a man steps away, suddenly he becomes unforgettable? The man she once overlooked, dismissed, or took for granted becomes the one she can't stop thinking about. It's a harsh reality, but also a powerful lesson. When a woman loses a man who truly valued himself, stood his ground, and loved her without losing himself, she starts to realize what she let slip through her fingers. Today, I'm going to break down exactly how she misses that man, and what you can learn from it to become the kind of man no woman ever wants to lose. The first thing she misses is your unwavering confidence. Confidence isn't just about looking good or being charismatic. It's a deep, steady belief in yourself that radiates through your actions, your words, and your energy. When you were around, she knew she was with a man who stood firm in his value, someone who didn't need constant reassurance or validation. That kind of confidence creates a magnetic presence that's hard to ignore. It's not arrogance or cockiness. It's a calm assurance that you know who you are, what you want, and that you won't settle for less than you deserve. When she took you for granted, she might not have noticed this fully. She may have assumed you'd always be there, that your confidence was just a given, something she could lean on without effort. But the moment you step back, that confident energy disappears, and suddenly she realizes how much it grounded her. Confidence is what made you a leader in the relationship, the person she could rely on to handle challenges without panicking or overreacting. It's what made you attractive not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. Without that steady confidence, she starts to feel uncertain and insecure. She misses the way you carried yourself with strength and calm, how you didn't chase her or beg for attention, but rather inspired her to want to be close to you. Confidence is contagious. It elevates everyone around you, and without it, the dynamic shifts. The space you leave behind is filled with doubt and hesitation because no one else can replace the quiet power you brought. This is why your confidence is something she misses deeply, even if she didn't show it while you were still there. It's a rare quality, and once it's gone, she understands just how valuable it really was. What she misses next is your ability to set clear boundaries and stand your ground. When you were there, you didn't let her cross lines that shouldn't be crossed. You knew your worth and made sure it was respected in the relationship. This created a sense of safety and structure, something that's often underestimated, but incredibly important in any connection. Boundaries show that you value yourself and expect the same from her. They prevent resentment from building up and keep the relationship balanced. She might not have appreciated these boundaries fully while you were around, because they can feel restrictive or challenging. Sometimes, people confuse boundaries with controlling behavior, but real boundaries are about respect and mutual understanding. You made it clear what was acceptable and what wasn't, without yelling or ultimatums. This firmness gave the relationship clarity and showed that you weren't willing to be treated poorly or taken advantage of. Now that you're gone, she realizes what it was like to have someone who respected himself enough to say no when needed. She misses the strength it took for you to hold those boundaries calmly. Without that, she may find herself feeling lost or even overwhelmed by uncertainty. The freedom she thought she wanted can feel chaotic when the person who kept things in check is no longer there. Your boundaries also showed her that you weren't desperate for her approval, which made you more attractive. When a man stands firm and doesn't bend just to please, it creates respect and admiration. It's a powerful reminder that true respect in a relationship comes from mutual standards, not from one person constantly giving in or trying too hard. This is why she misses your boundaries. They were the backbone of your connection and the foundation of your self-respect, something she now understands was rare and valuable. What she misses deeply is the way you maintained your independence, while still being emotionally available. You never lost yourself in the relationship, and that balance made you incredibly attractive. You had your own life, your own passions, and your own goals, but you were also there for her when she needed support. This combination of strength and vulnerability is rare and powerful. It showed her that you were secure in who you were and didn't rely on her to complete you, which naturally made her want to be around you even more. When a man keeps his independence, it creates an air of mystery and respect. She could see that you valued your time and space, which made her appreciate the moments you shared together even more. You didn't come across as needy or desperate. Instead, you were a man with a full, interesting life. This gave her a sense of security, knowing you wouldn't disappear or lose yourself over her, but would choose to be with her because you genuinely wanted to be. At the same time, your emotional availability meant she felt safe expressing herself. You listened, you understood, and you showed empathy without losing your sense of self. This balance between emotional connection and independence is what makes relationships healthy and sustainable. When you were there, she took it for granted, assuming you would always be that steady presence who could hold space for her emotions while pursuing your own path. Now that you're gone, she realizes what she lost. The absence of your independence, mixed with emotional availability, creates a void she can't fill easily. Other men may be available, but few can match that balance. This makes her miss you more because you weren't just another option. You were someone unique who respected both yourself and her, and that's something hard to replace. What she truly misses is the confidence you carried, an unshakable belief in yourself that radiated without arrogance. This kind of confidence isn't about showing off or trying to impress. It's a quiet strength that comes from knowing your worth and not needing constant validation from others. When you were around, this confidence made her feel safe and secure, because she knew you were grounded, stable, and in control of your life. Your confidence influenced how she saw herself as well. Being with a man who believes in himself inspires a woman to feel more confident too. It creates a positive energy in the relationship that makes both partners want to grow and improve. You didn't just talk about your value, you lived it every day. This gave her a clear example of what it means to be strong and self-assured, which she subconsciously admired, even if she didn't always show it. Moreover, confident men don't chase or beg for attention. You respected yourself enough to walk away from situations or people that didn't serve you. That kind of mindset is magnetic because it communicates that you are not desperate or needy. You stand tall, knowing that what's meant for you will come without forcing it. She misses this because it challenged her to meet you at your level, which kept the dynamic exciting and respectful. When confidence is absent, relationships can feel uncertain or unstable. Without you, she may feel that void, a lack of that steady presence who knows his value and doesn't second-guess his decisions. She misses the calm, assured energy you brought because it made everything feel more certain and worthwhile. Your confidence was the foundation of your appeal, and without it, she's left realizing how much she took it for granted. What she misses the most is the genuine connection, the deep emotional bond you shared when you truly listened and understood her without judgment. It's easy to take for granted someone who makes you feel seen and heard. But once that person is gone, the absence is palpable. She misses the way you made her feel special simply by being present, by caring enough to remember the little details that mattered to her. This emotional connection went beyond surface-level conversations. You weren't just there physically. You engaged with her thoughts, feelings, and dreams. You created a space where she felt safe to be vulnerable, to express her fears and hopes without fear of ridicule or dismissal. That kind of intimacy is rare, and it's something many people realize they've lost only after it's gone. When you were there, she may have taken this emotional availability for granted because it became a comfortable part of her daily life. Your ability to empathize and genuinely care made her feel supported, not just loved, but truly understood on a deeper level. This connection built trust and a sense of belonging, something that many relationships lack. Without it, she may now feel a void, a loneliness that comes from missing that unwavering emotional presence. It's not just about affection, it's about knowing that someone values you for who you are, flaws and all. When she reflects on what she had with you, She recognizes that your emotional availability was a gift. It wasn't something she could easily replace or find elsewhere. This is why she misses you, because you offered something more profound than just companionship. You offered a true partnership built on emotional depth, and losing that makes her realize the true value of what she once had but failed to fully appreciate.